everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're here, you may need some support with registering for classes. For today's video, we will be going over the registration process and the new tools that have been added for summer 2021 registration. Let's get started. Here I am on our webpage. I will go ahead and type in elcamino.edu/myecc/. Again, that's elcamino.edu/myecc/. And here we are. This is MyECC's page. As a student, you will click on the student option, and then you will be asked to log in using your credentials. These will be your El Camino email and your password. If you have any issues, you forgot your password or are unsure about your username, make sure you use these options to get some support. You can even chat with live support so that they can guide you step by step. Once logged into MyECC, we will begin by going over to the self-service menu and looking for the registration tab. Once we click, a number of options will appear. As you can see, there are new tools that have been added to make registration a lot easier for our students and to incorporate new features. We will start by going into search for classes. As you can see, it looks different from what we may be used to. That's because there are a number of new features that you can now include when it comes to searching for your classes. Here, we will go to the term, and let's say that I'm interested in taking classes for the fall semester. I will find fall semester. Next, we will go to the courses and sections area. Let's start by finding a subject. Let's say I want to register for an art history class. If I have the course number, I can go ahead and enter it here. In my case, I do not, so I will leave that space open. Here you can choose more than one course and section, and if these 3 boxes are not enough, you can always add more to find more courses and sections. Now we will jump down here to the next section. Let's say I'm only available Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I can go ahead and click on Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday to make sure that the sections that appear are only during those days that I am available. This is not my case, so I will go ahead and leave this space blank. But if I did need classes on specific days only, that's an option for me to choose. Next, if you have a specific preference for location, you can go ahead and find that here. In my case, I don't, so I will leave that blank. In the same way, if I prefer to take classes in the morning or early morning, maybe afternoon, evening, or night, whatever my preference is, I can go ahead and pick from these options. Again, I don't have a preference, so I'm going to leave that blank. If you have a specific time, so maybe I can only take classes between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., I can also include that here. As I mentioned, however, I don't have a preference, so I'm going to leave that blank. But if I did, or if you do, you can feel free to enter all of those different filters into this form. Next, you can also go down here and choose the course type, whether you want a course specifically for an AA degree, if it's for basic skills course, you can go ahead and choose based on whatever course type you want. Again, I'm going to leave that blank because I don't have a preference. Next, I'm going to hit search. And now we see all of the classes that I can choose from. Here are the different. This is the term that we chose, the section name, and here's the title of our courses. Then here we can see the dates, when it starts and when it ends, the location of the classes, whether they're online or they're flexible, as well as more information about the meaning of the classes. So as you can see, here it says flexible. It also says that it is online. You can look through here, or to make it easier on you, you can also come to this left side to filter results. Let's say that I'm only interested in taking online classes. I could go ahead and click online, and the 13 classes that are online will go ahead and appear. If I have a professor in mind, or one of my friends has maybe shared something about a professor that they enjoyed when it comes to the class, I can go in here and find specific instructors and choose the classes that those instructors are teaching. So let's say that, I'm really interested in taking this prehistoric Gothic history of Western art class. So I'm gonna go ahead and click here on the add button. Notice that at the top here, it does say add to schedule. That means that you are only adding this section to your schedule. That does not mean that you are registered yet. After I do this, I will go ahead and show you how it is that you can register. So I will click add section, and now this class has been added to my schedule. As you can see, it says scheduled, not registered yet. That is why it's still yellow. So let's go ahead and jump back. There's multiple ways that you can do this. You can either hit the back button, or you can click on academics. But what we want to do is go back and find register for classes section. So we'll go ahead and click here. As you can see, this class appears here as not registered. That's because, as I mentioned before, I have only added it to my schedule, but I am not registered yet. As you notice up here, my registration period for fall 2021 begins on May 24th, 2021, which means I cannot register yet. But once May 24 hits, I can come back in here, click on the course that I want to register for, and there will be a button that shows me that I am now able to register. We hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are a warrior and your ECC warrior family is here for you.